For the 90-90 Shin Box hip mobilization, we want to start seated with one hip into flexion external rotation, another hip into flexion and inter-rotation. So again, we're twisting it that way. Depending on your mobility level, you may be able to sit upright. The goal would be to try to get that butt cheek down to the ground. A lot of it's going to depend on how much does this want to twist and how much does this want to twist, and my relative anatomy and flexibility. Ideally, I'd like to be up tall. If I have to, I can start kind of leaning back, maybe even pressing over this way to take some pressure off that hip, but over time to get more and more upright. As I'm here, I want to think about breathing in my belly, trying to see if I can let whichever hip is more stiff relax and sink into that stretch. I can come in here and kind of push on that top hip if I want to see if I can get a little mobility with it, but not necessary. If I can just be up here, breathing in my belly, spend about 15, 20, 30 seconds here, great. I then want to transition to the other side. So I'm going to do this by sitting back for starters and rocking over to the other side and assuming the same position. Again, based on differences in flexibility, you might have to lean back, you might be able to stay up tall. Idea is just to get here, spend a little time here, sink into some of those sticky positions and try to be okay there. Again, whatever that means for you. In a perfect world, we'd be able to transition without putting our hands on the ground and those feet more or less stay in one place. I can even hold a kettlebell to get more of a stretch, but then also to make that transition a little bit more challenging. So go at whatever pace feels appropriate. Ideally, spending about 1 to 2 minutes going through these transitions and ideally feeling these hips let go and stretch as you progress.